10 DPO now, and my husband and I are trying to figure out, do we test now or not, because I may still have the HCG shot in my system, and we really don't know. And I mean, I guess I could test for line progression, but will that stress me out? He said he's mostly worried about like my overall mental health, because, you know, then if we're worrying about line progression, but yeah, you can hear my son in the background, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and test, and I do have that test from last Friday to compare, so yeah, we will see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a test, and I don't know. As far as symptoms, my charts still look great, so they actually look really good, but I don't know if that's from the progesterone. So, but we will see. So it's been 3 minutes, and it's funny how like this is always like something that makes my heart race, because I'm really hopeful, and I'm hoping that I made the right decision to go ahead and test. So I have the line, or the pregnancy test, from February 26th to compare. So now it's March 2nd. So if it is just the HCG shot, I would expect it to be lighter. So we shall take a look. There's a very faint line. So I'm gonna say maybe a no. Let's see how the other test went. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's a no, but it's okay. I mean, I'll test again or just wait for beta. I don't know. I'll compare it to the other test that I had when I know I was pregnant, but right now it's looking like a no. So here you can see there's just like a super faint line, and the line is basically gone here, so you can barely see it. It's like, I would think it's non-existent. So it is now 12 DPO, and I'm thinking, I'm so confused. My temp is still climbing, and I guess that's from the progesterone, but it keeps climbing, so I don't know what's going on with my body. And yeah, so I took another test, and we'll see how this one turns out. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. So I'll take a look. Yeah, I think I'm out this month. Just gotta figure out what the next plan is. Yeah, I don't even see a hint of a line. I mean, I see just probably the residual from the HCG shot, but even though my temp is climbing, it doesn't seem to mean anything. So I've gotten ready for the day now, and still trying to process it. I'm trying to process what this whole cycle of Femara is doing to my body, or the progesterone, and I've never taken these before. So I was reading that the progesterone can make your temperature elevated. So I mean, I'm kind of asking myself, why am I even bothering, to track my temperature? But when you've been doing the family awareness method for so long, it's kind of hard to just break that habit. And one of the things that I keep struggling with, and I'm struggling with it right now. So I'm 12 DPO, looks like it's negative, and something just deep inside of me just says, trust your body. And of course, the overthinker in me is like, well, what does that mean? What does it mean to trust your body? Does that mean I just have faith in the process that we're going through? Does it mean just keep taking the supplements, don't take the supplements? And that's kind of where I'm like, I don't get it. So I don't really know what we're gonna do next month, you know, because one of the struggles I was like, well, when do I stop taking the progesterone? Because if the test is negative, like when will I get my cycle after, you know, after stopping progesterone? And if my husband's a first responder, so if, you know, right now with the way my body naturally ovulates, he'd be home when I do, so then we wouldn't really have any issues. So I'm like, I really hope, you know, I get my cycle when I'm supposed to. So I don't know, I'm kind of just like a little bundle of nerves and just trying to figure out where to go from here. I talked to a family member yesterday, and I just was trying to explain to her about, because, you know, this whole trying to conceive journey, and this is why I don't share it with people in my real life, because it's an up and down roller coaster. And I mean, I don't want to take them on that journey, because I don't know, it's a little, you know, they call you up and they say, oh, how are you doing? And like, and I told her, it's like, even when we got pregnant the first time or the second time, and we lost it shortly after, and it's like, we don't need to share that stuff with other people, because, you know, we had just found out that we were pregnant, and then we were kind of like, is this real? And then we lost it. It's like, why does somebody else need to be a part of that journey? I don't know. I mean, and I guess I sound like a hypocrite, because it's like I'm sharing this journey on YouTube, but there's something therapeutic with when you share it with other people who know what you're going through. The people in my real life, the majority of them, there's only one that I feel like truly understands, and I did share this channel with her, but aside from that, it's like, I don't think other people understand. And there is absolutely nothing right that they can say. They can say, oh, well, at least you get pregnant. Or they could say, well, it wasn't meant to be. You know, all of that stuff hurts when you're trying to conceive. And I was telling her, this family member yesterday, it's like, just let me know that you're there for me. And I mean, when there's good news, we will share it. And if there's bad news, we'll share it when we feel like the time is right. But we have to be given the freedom to process our own information before we share it. And, you know, of course, you know, I'm on YouTube and I'm sharing this, and it's, part of it is reaching out, where it's like, hey, you know, I'm going through this for the first time. And if you're going through this too, or if you have gone through that, you know, it's kind of like a little community of support, or like a safe spot to do so, because not everybody understands. I'm probably gonna call the doc and, you know, let her know it's not necessary to do the beta, but because I'm supposed to take a beta on Monday. But I'm just, this whole thing. I'm okay through it all, though. I mean, it's like, to me, a negative test is better than having a miscarriage. I mean, I don't know if that's, I'm sure other people feel differently, but like, after having gone through what we did, I'd rather go through a negative test. Hey everyone, so it is Friday, March 5th, and I'm pretty much gonna count this cycle out. I've thought about it. I swear I've scrutinized the test, and I took another test, which I should be 13 DPO now, and still negative. The line, it's not like getting darker or anything. So I think that's the HCG from the shot, and so I stopped the progesterone because I don't, you know, when you're married to a first responder and they have, you know, they work for days at a time. So basically I'm like, okay, if I keep taking this progesterone and delay it even more, then I could then start running into the issue of next time I'm ovulating, my husband won't even be around. And at this point, and it's probably going to stay this way, things like IUI and IVF are just not going to be on the table for us, for a variety of reasons. And so I'm trying to deal with some feelings of, okay, well, if the pills are all we are doing, and then the other thing is, like, a lot of doctors, I don't even know what my RE is going to do once I turn 40 if I'm not pregnant yet. Is that like the end where, you know, you just, they leave you alone? Or what do they do if IUI and IVF are not on the table? So I'm a little beat up about it. And so I'm trying to think of ways to, you know, like, manage my stress. I was looking at some things related to my diet, things that I could, you know, maybe try to improve. I know a lot of it's not in my control. So of course, me being type A, I want to search for things that I can control, like my diet, my nutrition. And I have not felt like doing all that stuff lately. I think I've been getting 100 ounces a day, not 128 ounces a day. So it's still good, but I haven't been doing as good as I have. And I know it's because I've been feeling a bit down lately. And so I have to logically just tell myself that me getting to the goal of having another baby isn't going to happen if I'm not taking care of myself. That has to be the first step. If I want to be a mom again, I have to start treating myself like a mom. And what do moms do is they do whatever necessary to try and take care of their babies. And I mean, it's like when my son's crying, I don't just wallow in bed, and I get up and I go take care of him. And you know, so that's all I'm doing. So I've got my little essential oil diffusers going, and I'm gonna go work out now and just, you know, try to find ways to de-stress and maybe meditate and pray some more. And because I figure I'll get my cycle hopefully in the next couple days, so my cycle's not thrown entirely off. And I don't know if this next cycle we're going to do a natural cycle, if we're going to do pills, or what the protocol will be. I guess that's the excitement of fertility treatments, is you get to find out, you know, the day of. So, I mean, because we didn't really talk about a plan of in case this doesn't work. So we'll see. But thank you again for watching my channel and following us on this journey, even though it's a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Please like this video if you did, and subscribe for future updates, and I will keep you guys posted. Until next time, bye guys.